Hey there, beautiful souls. Just Intuitive Angel Healer here with your grounded guide to the spiritually awakened survivors of the toxic shadows. Welcome to my new YouTube channel and updated podcast channel, Spoken Like an Angel, Enlightenment for Survivors, where my prophetic words are meant to help stimulate so you can raise your vibe and elevate. Thank you so much for being here today. Today is July 4th, 2023. Happy July 4th to everyone out there that celebrates it today. I don't really celebrate holidays per se. I more celebrate, the time to get together. If I do, it's all about the food for me. I think sharing food in community is fun, and it made me think of when I was 14. The reason why I like to celebrate and share food is because that's when I moved out of my house and I became an adult at 14 and moved in with my toxic boyfriend and learned what the meaning of poverty was and actually knew what it was to not actually eat anything for a full week. Now, I never grew up. Maybe I grew up in the home. Maybe it was missing love, but it wasn't missing food or clothing. Like I didn't have that part of the end of it, thankfully. But it really humbled me at 14 to take cold showers and not have any kind of heat in your house because simply the fact of your boyfriend's parents don't pay the bill to get the propane refilled. So if you guys are going through this, I want you to know that it does get better, especially when you go through a really rough time like that, but it never quite leaves you either. And that's one thing I'll never do is not feed people. If somebody ever needs food, I'm always going to maybe not give you the money for it, but I will buy it and send it to you. I've been notorious for delivering groceries to people because food is a necessity that we all should eat. And I really don't understand how we're in 2023 and the poverty levels of us not being able to eat and have things like water and air. It's amazing to me. So thank you so much for being here. The episode today is Your Divine Destiny is Calling. Are you ready to leave the past behind? And at 3:03, I just saw Spirit wants to let you know that endings have to have beginnings have to have endings. If you're seeing the number 1010, that is a number of endings and beginnings. It means you're going to be closing out a cycle, but you can't be bringing the past into your new cycle. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. And I'm really familiar with the number 1010 because that's unfortunately the anniversary of my friend Samantha in spirit. And she passed away October 10th, 2012. And unfortunately, she got really sad and she was on a sales crew doing really well, but she had some issues and she didn't know how to take care of them or stand up to them. So she went back into her addiction habit that she started out probably even before she was 16 of drugs. And the guy ended up choking her out, and that's how my friend lost her life that morning. And I got to see a news video about it, and it was just a worthless death because her energy, because she couldn't quite have that. She just needed to get a little bit older, I feel. She was only 27, we make a lot of mistakes in our 20s. But she was one of my karmic lessons and my blessings that came into my life to help me understand that I need to elevate, and there's always a solution to your problems, and numbing them is not. And I'm not hating on anybody who who hasn't quite got there yet, but I just want you to know that I've been around addiction my whole life, and thankfully I never got caught up in it. Thankfully, God put the protection on me to not let the addiction spirit get in me and take me down and be my demise. So if you're struggling with addiction, give yourself a break. First of all, stop beating yourself up, because you got this probably handed down to you through your genes, and sometimes our souls aren't strong enough to take on our life lessons here. So give yourself a break, and give yourself love, and love yourself through these times. Okay, it doesn't help anything to beat yourself up or point fingers, especially at yourself. So, all right, I have a message for you, though. If you have been going through a hard time and this message is resonating to you, Spirit wants you to know that if you step out of your comfort zone, start stepping into the unknown, they got a surprise on the horizon for you. And ultimately, they got a surprise on the horizon for whoever's listening to this. I'm hearing something about Cincinnati is one, and Minnesota is the other. That's fun. I'm hearing you need to have compassion with yourself, though, and just give yourself a break to actually just start doing things. I mean, the angel of action is with you, and she's trying to help push you in the right direction. So don't let the toxic shadows come and pull you backwards. They're sending out a lot of distractions right now. They're doing that. The darkness is doing this to help try to control your thoughts, make you think you're not good enough, so you won't stay focused on the prize ahead. But it's important for you to release any self-fulfilling prophecies you have out there. Take small steps to diminish your worrying and know it's going to be okay, and so it is. I love these angel cards. They're angel power wisdom cards, and they're by Gay Guthrie. They're just I don't know, they always bring a lot of, I love the vibe they have. You really need to connect with your solar plexus. So those of you that are struggling with addiction, or you're not able to just step out of your rut, I'm hearing you need to really start connecting with your solar plexus, and also clearing out your crown chakra, so you can start receiving your messages correctly. Right now you're not receiving your messages correctly because you're burnt out, and your grief and your fear is covering up your highest self vision. The more knowledge that you attain, and the more music you play out of your heart, 808 as I'm saying that, the more that you're going to start seeing a change. But you got to start going in a different direction. You can't expect to go in the same direction and it leads you to a different path. Somebody really needed to hear that out there. Archangel Zadkiel, his name means righteousness of God, and he's like a life coach angel. He's with you right now. If you see the aura color violet, that's his color. Also the violet flame, I'm hearing work with that today. This will help develop your crown chakra, and he's also helping you with your memories. Memories of the past you need to pull out and retrieve, because your higher self kind of put those away till they were needed, kind of thing. They're there, they just need to be retrieved. This is Archangel of Mercy and Forgiveness. So this definitely is helping you give yourself mercy and forgiveness first and foremost. 9/11, as I say that. But it's also helping, he's also helping teaching you confidence, so you can fulfill your God life purpose. The planet associated with this angel is Jupiter, and Jupiter's a planet of abundance, tolerance, and mercy. So good fortune, prosperity, and happiness. And this will help. This angel is also helping you release victimhood. This is either going to someone who is in the southeast, southwest, south United States, or something pertains to those states down there. And this is definitely going out to someone who's an earth angel. You've been going through a spiritual awakening. Things haven't been making sense, but they slowly are. Stop explaining yourself, though. Embrace the power of silence. You don't need to explain yourself. If it's meant to be said, say it clearly, and then the right people will understand it. I'm also hearing that Archangel Michael is with you, and he's helping you again with your solar plexus as a focus this week, and your throat chakra. Wear a lot of blue. This helps you speak your truth. And if you're a police officer, this is your patron angel. This is the one that helps you stay safe and gives you protection, is what I'm hearing. And also I'm hearing justice comes in the form of karma. Pour your faith into God, for he is the only true judge and jury. So somebody really needed to hear that out there. You are a chosen one, beautiful soul. There's a lot of hidden treasures that you haven't even activated within your own soul. It's important for you to start amping up your knowledge and learning about your new skills. Take it one subject at a time. Don't get ungrounded and go try to find out 5,000 things at one time. It gets confusing. Most importantly, embrace healthy relationships. Stop walking back to the relationships God is asking you to walk away from. Who is God asking you to walk away from, and why? Is he doing it just because he wants to be controlling, or maybe that person really isn't good for you? That's something you need to ask yourself. He gave me this Bible verse, 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14-15. If my people who are called by name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Now my eyes will be open and my ears attentive to the prayers offered in this place. And so it is. Amen. 12:13 I just saw. That's a very powerful prayer, because we can't use God as a magic 8-ball just to get what we want, and then we forget that he's around after that. And unfortunately, a lot of people do that. Everybody can put more time into worry and complaining. This is literally what the angels are saying right now than they can on praying. There's a story that I read one day, and it was talking about this monk that was on a plane, and the plane started going down, and so the monk sat there and he just sat there and chilled. And the stewardess on the plane was getting mad, like, what do you mean you're just gonna sit there, you're not gonna pray, you're not gonna do anything? And I don't have the whole story in front of me, but ultimately the end of the story, when it got there, I think he was saying thank you the whole time, but when the plane finally landed, what ended up happening is he started praying, and she's like, what are you doing now? It's good. Some help you're praying now, and the plane's already landed. And he said, sometimes we need to pray to God after we get what we want. That's the ultimate end of the story. So it's important to say thank you and pray just throughout the day. Thank you, God, for me breathing. Thank you for me having a roof over my head. Because the more you say thank you for what you have, gratitude is about an attitude. Okay, you don't have to, it's not necessary to tell other people to be happy. It's just about knowing that that's the attitude that's going to get you the things that you want that are in alignment with your highest self. So just remember, gratitude rhymes with attitude today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this message here pretty quick. I just want to share a love message that I have for, I have a Taurus energy in it. They're showing me air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and especially for a fire sign woman. And this is also a water sign woman. It's like you're walking away because there's an energy vampire that's in your energy, and Spirit's saying protect your energy. Could be a fire element too. Likes to take up your time without apology. Gets agitated if you don't drop what you're doing to get what they want or request. And their promises never come through. They make you feel super drained after this connection, and they make you forget or important tasks or events because they took up your time. And this is someone who keeps gaslighting you because they're gaslighting you, but they like to hang out at the strip clubs and do menage a trois, seriously, and they still have side pieces that they can't leave alone. And I'm hearing the song "Pretty Wings" from Maxwell, "Free to fly your pretty wings," and the whole song is about that he was with her. He knew he broke her heart. He knew he was not intentional and serious about it. And that's why he's saying, the real end, one day you won't remember me. And it's true, because once you stop putting that toxic person on a pedestal, you will stop getting that heartbreak. Because this person's going to bring in heartbreak. They're not, I need to repeat, they are not heaven sent. And if attraction is the first thing that comes to mind with the relationship, that is something you need to look at. Is this real love? Is this a real connection? Or is this starting off as toxic? It becomes toxic bonded, trauma bonded, all kinds of stuff. But really, people say that there's no way that he could be toxic because we were so passionate and I just felt this energy. Yeah, that's called desire and lust. That's not what unconditional love is. Unconditional love is when all of a sudden you have cancer and you have to shave all your hair off and wear wigs for the rest of your life, and that person tells you without a doubt that you were the most beautiful thing they've seen in their life. That is what unconditional love is. Not this, I'm going to call you one day, slide through at 2 a.m. and then be out with my boo whenever I feel like it. That is not love, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. There's a Pisces out there. Spirit is saying true intimacy comes from being vulnerable, not being closed off. You need to open your heart to receive love. You need to start working on your heart chakra because it's very closed. And that's why you keep bringing in more toxic lovers. You need to express your emotions. And because this is causing you to be a possible runner energy because of fear of emotions, and ghosting is a high probability when you get scared or when somebody else gets scared and they're emotionally closed off, and ultimately settling leads to unhappiness. I'm hearing the song "If I Want You to Be Happier," and that's by Marshmello featuring Bastille. I want you to be happier. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. So I'll go. I have way too many fears to be with you, and something about Saturday is significant. It's either past Saturday that they stood you up, but they were playing just to play. You got to drop this toxic energy if you want your blessings that Spirit's trying to drop off with you, my friends. I'm hearing this person's not going to leave you no justice. They're not going to lead you into justice, leave you justice. They're going to add to your shadow side. And I'm also, there's one quick message that's coming in concerning a Taurus, Air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or a water sign. And this is about they're coming in, they're going to be coming in, so maybe on Saturday they might be coming in with the message. And this message isn't going to be a fun one, unfortunately. It's going to cause you a little bit of a headache. You're going to feel defeated. Somebody might even have somebody come in and pass you on a message that they're passing, and this could be a Cancer too. I'm sorry for your loss. Ultimately, but they're under some illusions and they're not family. So I guess take your message, but they're under judgment right now because they're way intertwined with the devil. They can't, you need to take their apology. I don't know, but just know that they are a karmic lesson. They are not someone for you to, they got to learn their own things. They're just going to keep you stuck. So take this message with a grain of salt. Know it's their karma and it's your karma to learn from the lesson and heal from it so you can change your karma going forward. I'm hearing you have guardian angels around you protecting you at any rate, so you don't have to be scared of any of these karmics that are going to pop up or try to anything. So all right, let's go ahead and give you one more message and we'll finish this off. So let's see. Divine timing is definitely at work, and you are a natural born entrepreneur, so you need to take that leap of faith today. Definitely start an e-store, I'm hearing, or start that. You need to maybe start your podcast, but you need to start getting out there. I'm hearing maybe like a blog, a vlog even. Here are the letters that are coming: CKQZYOIVVKATDU. And then I heard Tommy, Micheal, Mr. Magoo, Alonzo, Tony, Miranda, Kelsey, Amy, Sarah, and Cesear. So, love and light, beautiful souls. I hope you have a wonderful and safe holiday. If you're celebrating it today or if you're just with friends and family, know that your angels love you, and it's going to take courage and it's going to take action. But if you can have those two things, there's a light of hope at the end of this tunnel, and it's a perfect time to start new things. So get out there and try new things and know that the best is yet to be. Love and light, beautiful souls. God loves you, and so do I.